Right, mate. A lot of people would have seen a long drive driver, as in they've seen the guys on TV. They know the club's longer. It's got not a lot of loft on it. But I don't think many people have actually had the rundown as to exactly how long drive driver is set up. So could you give us the whole run through? Because the shaft bit, which we'll talk about last, is probably going to shock quite a few golfers.
Yeah, so start with the head. This is a Callaway Paradigm long drive head. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's not like the normal one you get off the shelf. You can only source them from America. So it's 2.5. Well, it's 4.5 degrees set to 2.5 degrees. So it's 2 degrees set at 2 degrees lower loft.
Could we just see what that looks like looking down on it first? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, so it's less loft than a putter, really.
Yeah.
So, yeah, proper low loft.
So what's any other differences to like the normal Paradigm head?
That I know of, I'm sure there's probably some like aerodynamic differences, maybe a bit of weight differences, but
how long do those heads last before you break them?
This Callaway's been really good, but some of them, like I've got a couple others, different brand, but they cave in quite quickly.
Right.
So yeah, it really depends. Obviously they'll have thicker faces than like a regular off-the-shelf driver.
Yeah.
Just to obviously the amount we're hitting it and the speeds we're hitting it, it's just to really reinforce
it. Yeah.
Yeah. So probably looking at thousands of shots before it starts to break in. But
and you're playing it at 2.5 degrees.
2.5 degrees. Yeah.
Okay. Is that like pretty? That sounds like it's on the low side for long drivers.
Yeah. I mean, I think Joe Miller back in the day had a 0 degree driver.
Did he?
So, yeah. Obviously, the only way we can get this thing in the air is to actually hit up on the ball.
Yeah.
So, but you know, if you can get the angle of attack and the spin loft right, you're going to hit miles. So,
yeah. So how much on the up are you trying to hit it? Are you like 10 up on it?
10 up, yeah.
That's what you're aiming for, is it 10 degrees?
Yeah, 10 degrees is probably a good number to have it at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so 2.5 degree head.
2.5 degrees.
It's probably slightly reinforced.
So slightly thicker face. 48 inch, so it's 3 inches longer than standard.
Yeah.
So standard probably be around 45. 3 inches longer.
And that's legal, right? Is that legal now, 48?
I don't know if they changed it.
What, back to 46?
Yeah, I think they have.
Yeah, I think they might have. So 48 is still the long, is that the limit for long drive
It's the
drivers?
limit for long drive.
Okay, did that used to be longer or has it always been 48?
It used to be longer.
I feel like it used to be like 50, didn't
50,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll talk about the grip quickly. So this is a Golf Pride 25, Tour 25, so it's 25 grams, so it's actually half the weight of a regular grip. So obviously we're trying to shave weight to a certain extent. You know, the lighter the club, the quicker we can swing it.
Yeah.
And then the shaft. So
is
I've
that
got
grip? Sorry, is that grip also?
Yeah, it's wearing out. It's wearing out.
So I'm guessing these also don't last that long.
No, this probably lasts me 2 to 4 weeks.
What?
Yeah. So and they're more expensive than a normal grip. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a bit buggered in that sense. But, yeah, the amount of gloves I go through as well. Right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you probably almost get through a glove every few hitting sessions, I'm guessing.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so it's an expensive sport.
It's an expensive sport.
And this is the bit that gets even more expensive, and this is probably going to be the bit that's a bit of a shock.
So this is a TPT shaft. So it's 40. It's about 40 grams roughly. So it's very, very light.
Yeah, very light.
So it's 190 CPM, which is the equivalent of like a ladies senior flex. So if you look, give it a waggle. I mean, it's a bit mad.
Wow.
But it's very, very low torque. So torque is in the twist of the club.
Yeah.
In this way.
So it's low torque. So you still get a bit of control in terms of like the face direction.
Correct.
It just kicks a lot.
It will kick a lot, but it's very, very stable. So you'll see if it's low torque, you'll be able to hit the middle a bit more.
Yeah.
Also see a tighter dispersion as well. So
yeah.
Obviously when we're swinging it as fast as we are, we want it. We want every bit of advantage we can. So getting it, tighter dispersion, hitting more in the middle, optimizing ball speed. That's what we want. So.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because even I did long drive like 5 years ago, and at that point it was still, like triple X or quadruple X shafts. They were heavy. Like, when did that switch happen? When did someone go, do you know what? I've gained like 5 mile an hour with a ladies flex here. Do you know when that happened or who brought that in?
I think it's always probably been in some people's minds. I think it's the fact that technology just wasn't there back in the day. So the whip of the shaft, almost the thinner it is as well. So the lighter, the thinner you go, you know, they break easily.
Yeah.
But with the sort of the new materials that they have available, you know, they can make super whippy, super light shafts, but still strong.
And that don't torque.
Well, it's low torque, but it's
much.
more the fact that it won't break when you swing it.
Okay.
Unless you were to rebound it off your back.
Yeah. So it would quite easily, if you just got that rebounding off your neck, that's quite easily snapping then.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the danger. So.
Do you think you can hit another?
Yeah, no, yeah. Cooled down now.
Yeah, cooled off. So Luke has been out injured for 6 to 8 weeks. He's just literally second hitting session today.
Injured again.
And already, and already up to 147.6 or something.
Yeah.
So super fast. Had 155 miles an hour before. He's doing really well in his long drive career so far. Feeling a bit tight in the lower back. And this is going to be a cold one, still 146. Thank you very much, mate. I'm sure they'll be very interested to know about all this stuff because it's just something that I guess they don't usually come into contact with.
Yeah.
And yeah, all the best for next year.
Cheers, man.
See you at the European Long Drive event.
Yep.